Excuse me. Wait, what? Hmm. Wow. Yeah, you're breaking out. Wow. It's a best case scenario. Keith Wallace, welcome. Is it me or is the crypto trading volume just super low? It is low. It is not you. Welcome to the live stream, man. Probably not gonna get that many people, but it's fine. You don't sleep, bro? Of course I do. Oh, talking about the wealth abundance. Look, my cat's there eating in the background. I guess she got hungry. Yeah, we got a puzzle for like one of our Christmas presents was like a cat puzzle, but we haven't done it yet. So we have to do it, but we have to put it together. Excuse me. The grind don't stop, wealth abundance. I hope you had a good Christmas. All right, what are we looking at today? Trending coins. Obviously did Zcash. Zcash is having a nice breakout right now. If it gets through the 618, it's flying. Yeah, the second it breaks, I mean, we already came up to 525. If it breaks 525, you're probably gonna, you know, make the next higher high. Good for everybody that got into Zcash. What a crazy run, man. Especially if you bought it back here. Wow. 46x. Velo. Haven't done a Velo video in a while, but also I don't think it's doing anything, right? Yeah, came all the way back down to the 236. Yeah, bearish under 206. Man, a lot of these coins are going to zero. OXT is going down. How's my Elon? Oh, man. Oh, man. Elon, come on. Oh, no. Christmas was good, and we're snowed in. Okay. Well, I'm glad you had a good Christmas. Wealth Abundance says, I miss getting back into Zcash, shaking on hit, wrote it down, missed the entry at the 306, waiting for 300. Oh, man. It's okay. It happens to the best of us. Jason Sinkar for 5 beans. Let's go. First super chat of the day. 7 minutes in. Let's go. Thank you. Jason Sinkar says, look at the crypto and actual websites, Epic Chain, Tonomi, Thoughts. XRP is going to get to 150. BTC 70K, maybe lower. Hope you get your BTC bag. Yeah, I hope so too. So I don't know if you watch a Bitcoin video, but my next buy point is 70,000. So it'll be 0.002. And then anything less than that, we're going to start looking at the next areas of support. And my buys are obviously going to be more and more because I'll be getting in for cheaper, and I'll be getting in more, I'll be putting in more money. So my next buy for BTC is going to be 70,000. And you said Epic Chain and Tonomi. Epic Chain. So first and foremost, let's look at the chart, and then we could click on the website. Yeah, so for Epic Chain, it hasn't actually... well, technically, you already had a 236 retracement. So you already came up and got stuck here. That's pretty good. I guess that changes the day. Yeah. So we need to see a break over 77 cents and $1.02. Otherwise, you're just going to have a retracement, and that's all this is going to be. It's just a retracement, and then you're going to come back down to the low and make a lower low and stay in this downtrend that's forming. Once this area breaks, then we can start taking a look at it on the bigger time frame. But until then, if you know, let's just stick with very simple. 77 cents to 102 needs to break, and then on the shorter time frame, anything under 63 cents, and you're probably going to get smacked back down to 50 cents. And that's pretty much it for Epic Chain. Now let's take a look at the website. The world's fastest growing RWA ecosystem. Investors, Brink, Sifu, Eternal. What happened to Eternal? Wasn't Eternity, right? Am I making that up? It's it was like Eternity, right? What happened to Eternity? Oh, this thing, Eternity chain. Oh, it got... Oh, interesting. It got migrated to Epic Chain. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty bad though. Look at this chart. It just nuked to 0. Yeah, so for Epic Chain, I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just, these are all like well built, very well built websites. So, I mean, I would expect it to be exactly how it is. And then you said Tonomi. Oh, this is a gamble. This is a gamble. You already know that, though. Your identity, your rules. Tonomi powers you with an autonomous ID vault where AI can learn from your data and create a tailored agent supply for online interactions. I'll keep your identity secure and verifiable. Oh, this is interesting. So is it like Chat GPT, but it's huh. Stake and earn, fuel for transaction. You could use it for payments. Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, this is kind of like a new concept, right? Empowers an autonomous ID vault where AI can learn from your data and create a tailored agent to simplify your online interactions. So that's very niche. I mean, if this thing takes off, then yeah, this thing could be a runner. Now, it is a very small market cap, okay? It's only $1 million, so this thing could theoretically, you know, do 100x and only be 100 million, right? Yeah, I don't think I could do TA on this though, but I guess if I had to, there's really nothing here to look at. I don't even want to use this as a dip, so let me just change it to this. Yeah, it's actually the same on both. Yeah, I guess we could just do this and say 25 to 28 is resist. Wait, actually, hold on. Sorry. There we go. 24 to 27 is resistance. And then once that breaks, 403 is in play. And I'd say not using this wick. I'd say that once we break that area of resistance, which on the macro time frame also coincides with the 236 at 4027, then you're looking at a possible 382 retracement. Breakout should send you to 4 and then to the moon. But again, all that is very, very, very possible, and this thing could move very fast because it's such a small market cap. So it's a kind of like a high risk, high reward. It's only at 85% back up to 618. So it's holding up extremely well, actually, because you got a lot of coins that you see me looking at, including my coins that are like 30x, 40x, Then you have the 1618 here at 301, which is only almost a 5x. So if this thing starts breaking through these areas of resistance, then you could get a fast move up, and you're only looking at a small market cap like $5 million, So yeah, that's what I think. I like it. This one's a little bit higher risk, higher reward. Epic Chain does seem like it's it's been here a lot longer. It was rebranded from Eternity. And I guess did Coinbase list it? Because Coinbase used to have Eternity, but did they list Epic Chain? Or no? Not yet. Yeah, it's not listed yet, but I'm pretty sure they will. They want to get that trading volume. That's actually a pretty good trading volume to market cap ratio, given that it's only a 23 million market cap and your 24-hour volume is almost that is pretty good. So, and yeah, hey, Jason Sinkar, thank you so much for the 5 beans. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. Man. Wow. Tsunomi is a European thing that complies with laws. Europe, the EU is. I said Europe. I guess it is the European Union, but the EU is passing about IDs. What are they passing about IDs? What, they're making everybody have an ID card or something? We have a lot of coins to look at right now. I guess we'll just go down the list. Yeah, so for AIXBT, this thing is very bearish. On the macro time frame, not using this wick, it's still bearish under 6 cents 70. On the shorter time frame, you have resistance at 4 cents to 6 cents, which also coincides with the 236. Obviously, if you're buying this coin, you're gambling, so it's around a 40x back up to its all-time high. Now, has it ever been a 40x? Oh yeah, I guess it has. Yeah, because it was 700 million here. So what's a 40x on? Sorry, yeah, 740. So what's a 40x on 30 million? So a 10x is 300 times 4 would be 1.2 billion. Oh, so yeah, they're still releasing coins, and it does look like they have more of a unlock schedule going out to May of next year. So. Yeah, that's pretty much it for AIXB, and then GigaChad. Yeah, GigaChad is still bearish. It's still in this downtrend right now. It's in this downward channel making lower highs and lower lows. So we're just still waiting for a relief rally. A lot of these coins are waiting to get their relief rallies. You could argue that it already got it because you came down here and then you came right back up and smacked against resistance at 2074, and then you came all the way back down. So you actually might be in for another capitulation down for a lower low. And on the upside, you could even go up as far as this area of resistance and still be bearish and still get stuck. So that is where traders are going to be taking profits. What about anime coin movement this week? Yeah, there's like, this thing is bearish, man. Very, very, very bearish. A 20x back up to its all-time high. And, oops. What did they like completely glitched out. Wow. Yeah, completely glitched out. Yeah, this thing is like completely glitched out. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think I just broke it. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. I mean, this thing looks like it's just going down. There we go. Resistance at 1 cent 14 to 1 cent 19. Otherwise, you're still bearish. So you need to, as a holder, you need to break this area. C Art for 2 beans. Let's go. Second super chat of the day. What's a bullish? Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I'll take a look at all the other coins, but obviously I have to look at the super chat coins first. So Just FYI, we'll go back and we'll take a look at all the other coins too, but I hate explaining that. I hope you guys understand that. Like, what's a bullish case scenario for Peanut? Let's see. Thank you so much for the 2 beans. There we go. Okay, so wow, this thing came all the way back down and filled the wick. So that's pretty I guess that's good given that you actually came back down and filled the wick. The bullish case, okay, so the bullish case scenario for Peanut, and you have to decide, especially if you're buying now, is that you get this move up and you get smacked in this area of resistance. So that's a pretty big move. Like from the current price, it's around 124 to 300% pump. Bullish case scenario, meaning that we're getting that euphoria that we felt in 2021 and never after that. You're looking at 63 cents and then double top previous high, Peanut up to $24. But you'll have a lot of opportunity to sell given that we are bullish. So your sell targets would probably be between 15 and 27 cents, and then 63 cents. And then after that, previous high, and then you let the rest ride. So that's the best case scenario. Bearish case scenario is that you see how you already broke macro support at 7 cents 80. So you really need to first off get back over 7 cents 80. At least then you could look back and be like, hey, technically this support held, and we put in a bottom there. But if it doesn't hold, and if we keep getting this sell off with no relief, then there's no reason why Peanut can't go back down to 3 cents. So that's pretty much it. Not financial advice. Thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate that. SPA. Oh, I haven't looked at Sparix in a while. Yeah, it's not doing anything. This thing is also just bearish, going to 0, man. It's not even, it doesn't have any more support too. So SPA does look like it's, you know, it's not doing anything until it breaks 2087. Once it breaks 2087, then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. But right now it's still unfortunately bearish under this box. And then on the shorter time frame, it's still bearish around 64 to 90, which actually coincides with the macro 236. What's a good entry for Zcash? I'm in at 445 but want more. Did you watch the Zcash video this morning? Yeah, another area. Damn, you actually came down here. I would say I don't know. The problem is here's my thoughts on this is that if you don't get a breakout over 525, then you are probably going to come back down to 300. So I wouldn't do anything, man. I would wait and see if it double bottoms at 300. Because typically, obviously, you double bottom and you break down and you keep this downtrend going and this channel going. So if you're waiting for a pullback, you're unfortunately, if it's going to have a breakout, then you're just going to break out and just be good. Just be happy with the amount of Zcash that you have, because you're not really supposed to like chase a pump. But if you don't buy and if we do get stuck here at the 618, then you're a genius because you didn't buy it and you didn't. And you acknowledge the 618 retracement, and this thing's going to come back down, and you should be able to get some more in at that point it will be like, it'll be the next area of support, which, what was it, like $380, right? Yeah, $380. So that's the next, and that's even less than 455. So if you're actually trying to dollar cost average down, that would be the best play in my opinion. Don't rush it. Don't, you know what I mean? You don't need to rush it. Matthew Dropco, welcome. Welcome to the live stream, man. Just got back from running. Let's go. I actually did shoulders, my stretches, and abs today. So I went super early in the morning. Mog is up 9% today. Let's go. I actually just uploaded a Mog video this morning too, so it must have happened recently. Yeah, man. 34 cents to 47 cents. It does, or sorry, it's not, imagine if it's 34 cents, you'd be rich. €6.34 and €6.47 needs to break. Otherwise, it's just going to be a retracement. But you're holding it, so it doesn't matter. You're just waiting to get that. Like, these targets mean nothing. But I guess if you're looking at your phone, if you're, opening up Coinbase and stuff, and you see MOG over these price levels, then you could say, okay, well, I can start taking a look at the targets on the next targets on the upside, and you'll at least know the trajectory. But you don't want to just have some sort of retracement, making a lower high, and validating a big downtrend that's forming, and stay stuck in this channel. Jason Sikar says, EU ID law initiative is the EU digital ID wallet part of self-sovereignty identity. So what does that mean though? Like, what does that mean, right? But because, like, I have an ID in my wallet. So you're saying that I no longer have to carry my ID in my wallet because they're gonna have they're gonna have a digital ID. Craig Berg, welcome to the live stream. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, sir. I was wondering about SHX and Hemi. I'll take a look at both for you. Mike Max Bro says, hello, Mr. Meow. How are you, buddy? I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm good. I'm here. I'm here for an hour, Mike Max Bros. You guys have me for an hour. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. I did. I got this cool cat puzzle thing. We haven't done it yet. I think my wife's going to do it, but yeah, like, the pieces are here, and you're supposed to, like, it's like supposed to be some sort of a, like, puzzle, but obviously you can like hang it up or something. I'm assuming. Yeah, you can hang it up, and it has this little carrier thing. So that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, we also got I Could Pee on This Book and Other Poems by Cats, which is pretty cool. See, I'll read you guys one of them since you asked. All right, that one's long, and this one's here. Okay, here, there we go. Let me read one. All right. This poem's called I Lick Your Nose, and it's by this tabby cat, apparently. I lick your nose. I lick your nose again. I drag my claws down your eyelids. Oh, you're up? Feed me. Ladies and gentlemen, best-selling book any cat owner could have. That was the entire poem. Anyway, let's take a look at SHX Stronghold, and I'll make an update video for you too. Taking a look at Stronghold on the live stream. So Stronghold, man, I hate these wicks, but yeah, Stronghold, technically you're still macro bullish over 2049, which is where this horizontal line is. Now on the shorter time frame, obviously we have support going up, and unfortunately you did break below the 618, which is 2074. So I really want to see price action get back over to that level. If we don't, 2048, which is actually the next area of support on the shorter time frame, it coincides with the 786, is the next area of support. So it doesn't mean that we have to go down that low, But just keep in mind that that is the next major area of support. Now, we might get a bounce back up. I mean, technically, you already had some sort of relief here. I mean, this bounce was huge, right? It did a 90. It did a 90%, right? And then you made that you got rejected here at the 236.382. You made a lower low. Now it does look like you might come back down or even fill this previous wick at 52. But if for whatever reason we do get a bounce from this point, whatever this point is, I guess we can try to find support here. No. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's not even support. So really no support. For whatever reason, if it's bottomed out here, just keep in mind that you still have resistance at 1 cent to 1 cent 28. So we could still come back up here, get stuck, and come back down, make a lower low. If you're holding it, and if you're a moon boy, then obviously you need to break this area of resistance, and then 1 cent 80, and previous high 10 cents would be in play. But as of right now, based on this trajectory, 2048 is in play. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. And then what's Hemi? Like the car? Hemi. Yeah, this thing's just a gamble. Also, look at this, man. It's 15 million, 150 diluted with infinite supply. Where's the Caspa guy? He would be all over you about this coin. Yeah, look at this tokenomics. Look at this token unlock schedule. Is this a Coinbase coin? No, it's not a Coinbase coin. I'm surprised. Yeah, so coin released, it's being diluted to hell and back. And obviously, price is going down. So just be careful with this coin. Obviously, for whatever reason you found interest in it, I don't know what it does. It might be a good coin. But as far as TA goes, obviously, there's no floor. You might break down. They might release more coins and increase selling pressure. And then for any sort of reversal, you just need to break 2 cents 40 to 3 cents 60. Once that happens, then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. That's it. Hope you had a Merry. I did have a good Christmas. Can you look at Zebic? Yeah, sorry, man. Thanks for asking again. So also, just FYI, I uploaded a new video this morning on Zebic because that's on the watch list. So if you haven't already checked it out, feel free to go check it out. Now, for Zebic, we said that, well, I said that typically when we break the 236.382, which we already did, I do think at some point, this is very bearish, but this is just my opinion, so you can unsubscribe if you want. But 2011 to 2017 is in play right now. Doesn't mean that we can't go up. Doesn't mean that we can't get these nice bounces, which you already technically did. I mean, this move was huge. You already had a 41% bounce to resistance, and then you got smacked back down. So I do think this is support on the macro time frame, and at some point we will come back and retest it. Now, on the shorter time frame, for whatever reason, if it does decide to break this area of resistance, then we could say, hey, there's a reversal in play, and then we could start taking a look at the targets on the upside. But as long as Zebic even comes back up here and gets stuck, if you're not trading it, if you're holding it, it's going to come back down. If you're trading it, that's where you're going to take profits. And it looks like people already did take profit, right? You had a nice 40% bounce. Traders took profit. Now selling pressures increased again. So I hope that made sense. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. And thank you. I'm feeling a crypto revival in 2026. I hope so. Look at my Dogelon, man. This thing needs a heartbeat. Look at this. Dude, I recorded, so, yeah, whatever, what happened? I think I bought it here. I bought another 100 billion. And anyway, it ended up, because I thought we bottomed. And then it ended up like, and I already had 100 billion, so I really should have just kept my 100 billion, but I got greedy. I was like, hey, I could buy 100 billion for like 7,500, whatever it was. and I could just get into a quick trade. So you know how I always tell you guys, hey, the trade is here, right? Hey, you could, this is where you take profits. It's not guaranteed. I tried to do it with Dogelon. It never ended up going high enough for me to actually see that it hit resistance, and it just went down, and then I was like, oh, I'm done. So I ended up selling it for like a 2.5k loss on that trade, which is brutal. But and then don't even get me started on what happened at the rest. I sold at 62. Yeah, I sold it here, wherever this was. Yeah, unfortunate. Been live for 36 minutes. All right, almost at an hour. Let's go. Got 16 bogeys in the chat. That's not bad. I hope everybody had a good I hope everyone had a great Christmas. I hope everybody has a great New Year. Oh yeah, just FYI, tomorrow I'm going to be on vacation for a week, but I will still be live streaming. Now, oh, Craig, you replied to my you replied to my message. Are you still alive? Yes, that's funny. Yeah, so I will be on vacation, but tomorrow I'm gonna be live streaming very early because I'm gonna live stream at the airport. So I will be live streaming at like 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. or whatever, 6:30 a.m. And that's Pacific Standard Time. So I don't know, what is that, like 9 p.m. Florida time? So obviously, it would be cool to have everybody come, but y'all are probably going to be sleeping, so I'll probably get the other side of the world to join in, but we'll see. And then I'll just do data. Most likely, it'll be late night streams because we have stuff to do. So I'll figure it out. Schedule is going to be a little bit different starting tomorrow until next Sunday, but. Y'all, if you guys see me live, y'all can always come by and ask for coin updates, and I will obviously get around to taking a look at your coins and giving you my brutal, honest answers. Like, don't chase pumps, buy support. Don't put all your money in at once at support. If it goes up, maybe take profits. This is a brutal market. Just remember, these meme coins will go viral again. Dogelon will make a comeback. I hope so, man. Bro. I hope so. Will OXD make a comeback? Holy. Wow. This thing is almost a 40x back up to its all-time high. What about a 618 retracement? Can we get a 618 retracement? Probably not. I mean, we might actually just like keep going down. Wow. Wow. What a disappointment. Thank you, Silver Days. Thank you for the shout out, man. Peanuts. We already looked at Peanut. 15 to 27 cents needs to break out. Downside would be going back down to 3 cents. Good thing about Peanut is that you did actually come down and fill this wick. So if we're putting in a bottom, which does coincide with these, is it this? Oh no, yeah, we need to get back over 7 cents 90. That's right, because we don't have any more support. It would just be going back down to 3 cents. So. Excuse me. Damn, I need to take a nap. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be on a very long plane ride tomorrow. I should probably just not sleep, so I can sleep on the plane ride. KeyCat looked like it bottom too. You're welcome, Navnix. I don't know. Let's see. I just don't like the fact that it already had some sort of relief rally. So you already had some sort of move up and you came up to resistance and got smacked back down. So, yeah, it does look like it's bottoming right now, but at any point, if the bottom does break down, if it does break down, then, I mean, where's the next support for KeyCat? Yeah, it'll be 306. And that's what, another 40% capitulation? Yeah. What's crazy about KeyCat is it's such a small market cap and it has 767,000 holders. That's what's crazy about KeyCat. Like, how many holders does SHIB have? I guess 2.89. What about Doge? Yeah, why don't I know how many holders Doge has? Does anybody know how many holders Dogecoin has? Damn, dude, this looks so bearish. It looks like it was a bear flag forming this entire time. Ivan on Tech, who has his own YouTube channel, is selling something called Bullmania. It basically tells you if the trend is bearish or bullish. Do you think you don't really need to know TA? Do you think it's worth it? I think you gotta do what's best for you, man. If you want to go that route, you gotta give it a try. If you're asking if I would buy it, no, I don't need it. I don't need to buy it. JY's Adventure, the Monad guy is back. Welcome. 8 million Doge holders? How did you find that information? Is it on here somewhere, or did I just not see it? No, it's not on here. Well, how's your Monad doing? Yeah, you already had your retracement here. You got stuck at the 382 at 2 cents 40. Shadow Frost. Oh, welcome. Good evening. I guess maybe on East Coast it's evening. Is it? I guess what's considered evening? After 5 o'clock, right? Or is it after 4 o'clock? Yeah, because afternoon is, well, afternoon. Yeah, actually, I need to Google this. When is it considered evening? 5 or 6 p.m. Yeah, so unless you live in a different country, then technically it's still afternoon. You're 19 minutes too early on the evening there. I don't know how many total holders Doge has. Well, he just Googled it. He said 8 million. But it has at least 2 because I know 2 people who hold Doge. Do you hold any Doge? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah, that is true. Wow, a lot of people are bullish for next year. You hold utility and memes? Yeah, but what's your biggest bag? My biggest bag used to be utility until I sold my OXT, and then now it's just memes. Because my .002 BTC really doesn't count. Come on, I'm just waiting for this so we could just be done with it. You know, you would think the most visited would do good for the YouTube channel, but it actually doesn't. Hmm. Black Phoenix just did a... Oh yeah, no, this is total scam coin. Never mind. Dogo. Why are these charts look like this? Fearless, yeah, another completely scam coin. $360 no scope 420 blaze it. Oh, I'm not gonna. Whoa, I don't know. Did I just get a virus? Oh my god. I should not be clicking on those. Damn, I should not be clicking on those. Yeah, Zcash is doing really good. Whatever happened to Storj? Yeah, whatever happened to this coin? Wow. It looks like it's running. Yeah, wow. This coin came out in 2017. Hasn't done anything. Scam, probably. It's not a virus, it's a meme coin called MLG. It's about nostalgia of gaming. Yeah. And this is called bearish under 20 cents. Damn, what happened to Storj? I remember when it got first listed on Coinbase. I remember when this coin got listed on Coinbase. It had a good run. And then it gave it all back. Why doesn't it have a max supply? I wonder what their tokenomics is. Can they mint more coins or no? Smash Toshi, welcome to the end of the live stream. Welcome to the end of the live stream. We're just looking at old coins. I remember seeing this like at $2. Yeah, this coin, is there, like, does anybody know why this coin is so bullish? This was on, I think this was on crypto.com, right? Or no? No, I guess it's not, but yeah, it just never stopped going up. It kind of looks like Tron. John says, "Good afternoon, Meow. Can you check out Turbo?" I actually posted an update video on Turbo this morning. I hope you saw the video. We can take a look at it for you. Amelia's bracelets. What's up? Says, what's your feeling about KeyCat today? Just bought it. Well, we just looked at it. We actually have it up. So for keyboard cat, I don't think there's any more support until 306, which we said is like a 40% capitulation. But if you did bottom out as a holder, you need to break 2014 to 19. Once you break that, then clearly trend reversal is in play. But it has a lot of resistance to cover because it's just stuck in a very nasty downtrend right now. So a lot of resistance, which also the downtrend does coincide with the 618. But we don't need to worry about that until we break this purple box in this area of resistance. So, and then Turbo for the gentleman who didn't watch the video this morning. I'm just joking. Yeah, so for Turbo, same thing with this, right? So you have support at 2013. If that doesn't hold, you're probably going to come back down and refill this wick at 309. So sorry, 20s. The 2013. Now, you already came up and you already retested this area of support. Sorry, this area of resistance at 24 to 34. Once that breaks, then the next target is 206 and then to the moon. We have a target up here at 6 cents. That's still the bull run target, but obviously the lower we go, it does invalidate that. I think that 6 cents target's still in play as long as it stays over 2018. So it's like really struggling to get over that area. I really want to see Turbo getting back over that area. Otherwise, we're probably in for a much bigger correction. Not financial advice, just my opinion. I always say a top 100. It's always say I don't know anything about it. I don't either. Aventus is an old coin. Yeah, there's someone that always comes in here and asks about AVT. Yeah, you just need to get more exposure with Aventus. Unfortunately, it's just on Coinbase. So if Coinbase ever delists it, then it's probably cooked. Now, Aventus, you have support at 73 cents. You didn't come down there and retest it if we get some sort of recovery. Price action needs to get over $1.45 to 216. Those are the next areas of resistance. So once that breaks, then $4 and then to the moon, you're invalidating this downtrend. No one ever covers CTX, Cryptex. Probably because it's not doing anything. Yeah, you double bottomed and it looks like you're about to fall off the table. So, yeah, for Cryptex, I mean, this doesn't look bullish at all. I mean, if we start breaking down, there is no floor for this. This thing's probably just going to have a major capitulation. But given that 68 cents does hold, and for whatever reason it decides to bottom here, bearish under $1.84, bullish over $3.33. We could still come back up to those areas. Traders are going to be taking profits there. Holders need to wait to break this area, and then we can start saying $9 and then Cryptex to the moon. It is a very small market cap, so it could get going, but I don't know if this coin is, like, I don't know what this coin is doing. So it has to start bringing in like, look at the volume. It's 394,000. It's like, the volume's almost non-existent. So coin needs volume. Crow. Yeah, we broke out of this uptrend. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so for crypto.com, the next macro area support is going to be 7 cents. That also coincides with double bottoming here and filling this wick. So for the most part, it looks like, wow, it looks like you've really used this 7 cents as support every single time. You haven't actually broke below this level since you broke out in November of 2023. So if 7 cents breaks, then Crow is cooked. You're probably getting a much bigger capitulation breaking below 4 cents 80. Now, given that we've bottomed, and technically I guess you could still argue that you have an uptrend forming, you do have resistance at 12 to 15 cents, and then a breakout should send you back up to 22. From there, we'll have to take a look at it on the macro time frame. So, not financial advice, just my opinion. CTX has traded on parity with AVT in the past. AVT really needs to get listings, man. Because if it doesn't, it's, I mean, what is it on? It's just on Uniswap, Mexi, Gate.io, and Coinbase. Very, 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 very low volume too. So just be careful with AVT. High risk, high reward for sure. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where Bitcoin's headed, man. I really do think that we will break below 83.6 and start heading to 70, but that doesn't mean that we have one last push up to, that doesn't mean that we can't have another push up to 95,000 or even coming back up and getting restuck at 91.3, which has been crucial these last couple months. I think we've been live for about an hour now, so I think we're going to call it here. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and this is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I hope everyone has a great New Year. We will be live again tomorrow at very early 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you guys can't make it, I totally understand. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the members. Thank you so much for the subscribers. I really appreciate all of your support. Have a great day. Have a great night. And I hope to see everyone super early tomorrow morning in the live stream.